Hey, GOTR's back. How's it going, everyone?
What's going on?
Yay.
Wonderful.
Happy Thursday, and it is a beautiful day outside, which totally represents the energy that we have in the room today here at Girls on the Run. Yeah! We are so excited to be here today. We wanted to have a little hoorah before we start our season here in the Big Bend. We already started our season over in Bay County, so we have lots of girls rocking the program over there. And now in the next couple weeks, we will start the program right here in Leon County and in Jefferson County and in Walton County. We're joining that county here as well. So I'm super excited to be here today. I'm going to introduce a couple of my guests. I'm going to let them tell you your name, where they go to school, where they teach, a little bit of their background, and then we'll jump right in. So Heather, you want to start?
Absolutely. Thank you, Jennifer. Hello, everybody. My name is Heather Jackson, or Coach Joyful Jackson, if you've had the chance to meet me in the Girls on the Run world before. I'm so happy to be here and just to get to enjoy this virtual kickoff in our, Hey, GOTR is back event. We are so happy to be here. I got the very, very lucky opportunity of being a coach for 3 seasons now with Girls on the Run Panhandle. And now I am very honored and excited to get to kick off this spring season as our new volunteer program coordinator. So I'm so excited to be here and just cannot imagine a better way to spend a Thursday afternoon than getting to share with you all some of the reasons why we love to shine bright with our Girls on the Run.
Amazing. Thank you, Heather. How about we let our GOTR rock star share a little bit about where she goes to school, how old she is, and her name.
I'm Michaela. I go to school at Killearn Lakes Elementary, and I am 11 years old. In October, I'll turn 12.
Woo woo! Awesome. Well, thank you for being here today. We're so excited to hear about your experience a little bit later. And then we have our new coach, Courtney, who actually was our first-time coach last season. So we're excited to have you here today too. Introduce yourself, Courtney.
Hi guys, I'm Courtney Oliver. I'm an assistant principal in Jefferson County, and I got to play a different role with my students this fall. It was so much fun, and I loved being a first-time coach. I had tons of resources, tons of access to anyone if I had questions. So I'm really excited to share with you the positive that came out of the experience in Jefferson County, and then how you guys can get started and get going. It's going to be a great time.
Awesome. Well, before we jump in, we do have to thank the people that make all this possible, our community support that makes it where all of our girls can participate in our program. Some of our amazing sponsors, Gulf Winds Track Club always sponsors a team for our girls, and we're truly grateful for that. Walmart sponsored multiple teams for this year. They're new sponsors, and we're so happy to have them. Comcast has been one of our sponsors for many, many years. McKibben Family Trust, they were the founders of this program, and we're so blessed that they brought this to Leon County. Centennial Bank, they're new, and they supported 2 teams this past season, and we'll do one this season as well. And then our newest sponsor, Dick's Sporting Goods, which is going to allow our girls to have a super special event this season where they'll get the gear that they need to participate in our program and new shoes. So we're so grateful for these sponsors because we truly couldn't do it without them. So I
Absolutely.
want you, before we jump in and get in all the juicy good stuff about our program, why we do what we do, what our mission is, and hear from the fantastic people that actually make it possible and the girls that we serve, I have to tell you, you want to stay on to the end. There's some good giveaways for your daughter to participate in our program, but you have to stay on the end to figure out how you get involved. So next, I just want to tell you a little bit about Girls on the Run. If you're new and you're hearing this for the first time, a lot of people think when they hear Girls on the Run, oh, cool, it's a running club, but I don't like to run, so I don't want to participate. Girls on the Run is not a running club. We do run. We run towards amazing things in life, and that's what we teach our girls. But actually, it's a social and emotional program. It's a step-by-step guide that our coaches deliver to our girls to teach them the life skills that go hand in hand with being successful in every area of their life. They learn how to have confidence within themselves. They learn how to have empathy for others. They learn that self-talk, all that processing of how to be a positive leader in the community. And the impact is huge that we watch these girls go through. We're truly a mind, body, and spirit program. So not only are they learning life skills, we're integrating that to teach them healthy habits, how we actually can think well by feeding our body what we need. We integrate running is what we call it, walking, skipping, laughing, hopping. We integrate that into the skills that we're learning that day on purpose. Because like all of us know, moving, it helps with our endorphins, but it also is a metaphor for teaching our girls, if we keep moving forward in life, that's where the success comes. The finish line is at the beginning. When we keep moving and we fall forward, we can do anything that we set our mind to. So goal setting is really our celebration at the end that these girls have done it little by little by little, and then they get to run screaming across the finish line. But that's the beginning to the next beginning. And so our program is fantastic. So do not be fearful. You do not have to be a runner. This is for all girls. And I'm sure Michaela will tell you a little bit about that. So that is our goal with Girls on the Run. That is what our program embodies. But we also have all different ways that you can participate in our program. We have these fantastic coaches, which is the best experience you will ever have. It takes more commitment, obviously, but there's so much reward on the back end. It was such a great experience for me to do that as a coach a couple seasons ago. But we also have other ways that you can volunteer and still make a huge impact in our organization. And on our website, you can help with bin packing. You can help make special goodie bags for our girls. GOTRpanhandle.org is how you can find out about our personal organization here in Leon County and how you can get involved, because there's all different ways. So make sure you check that out if that's a space that you want to get involved with the program, or if maybe you just want to be a part of our 5K, we have that too. And that's an amazing experience to get involved with. Yeah. But before we even start that, we have something super exciting. We have these amazing leaders, role models, athletes, women inspiring our girls to do fantastic things that took the time out while they were on the road to make a special video for our girls to show them how our program aligns with exactly what they do. So thank you. You guys take a look.
Hi everyone, this is River Baldwin with Florida State Women's Basketball. I wanted to send this video message to you all and let you know how special it is to be a part of a team. My team is like family. Every day we work together to be the best we can possibly be and to represent Florida State University in the right way. As student athletes, it's so important that we show the right character. We have a lot of people watching us on the court, and how we carry ourselves not just as athletes but as strong women is so important. The Seminoles support each other and will always be there for each other. I know that's what they teach at Girls on the Run as well. We are women on the rise because we were Girls on the Run. Thanks, guys.
Hey Girls on the Run, I'm Savannah Wilkinson. I know there's a lot of life skills you are learning that are very important to us. One of them is confidence. I know that showing confidence in a teammate is needed because that shows the trust my team needs to succeed. You also talk about caring, and that's what you do for each other. When we step on the court, we have each other's back, and commitment is another one of your life skills. We definitely show commitment to ourselves, our teammates, coaches, and university. We are women on the rise because we are girls on the run.
Oh, I just love them. They're so inspiring and they give our girls such an awesome motivation to what they can be. It's really powerful to see them. And I'm hoping next fall, because they were going to be at our 5K, that they can come back and be with our girls to cheer them on. So, Matt, thanks, Matt. The next, I kind of want to dive into the amazing people that make our program happen. So everything we do at Girls on the Run is volunteer-based. It could only happen by volunteers. So when we go and we set out to our schools, we have to find warriors that are interested in making an impact in the girls' lives in our community. And we have a lot of them, and we have 2 special ones here today. So I wanted to start with Courtney. Tell a little bit of your story about being a first-time coach, what that was like for you, what you got out of it, and then tell a little bit of impact that you saw within your girls.
Sure. So I was late, and one to be able to give back to the students at my school in a way that I benefited from myself as a student athlete growing up. And in Jefferson County, there are not a lot of opportunities for outside ventures, right? There's no Boys and Girls Club. There's not a lot that the students have access to. So it was so important for me to find an outlet for these young ladies at my school to have to where they could bond and where they could build some trust. Just like we just saw in the video, it's so critical to have those teammates that you can depend on in life. And it's so important to learn how to form those bonds, and that women really need to start lifting each other up and start, celebrating each other and making sure that the success of somebody else empowers you to want to do better. So that's why I wanted to start the program. And then when we got into it, it was just so much more than I could imagine, right? So we did the middle schoolers, grades 6 through 8. And, this is a big life-changing time, right? You're changing and you're, you need to know that you're not alone. And so that's what this did. We had up to 12 girls at one time on the team together. They looked forward to the practices. They looked forward to the lessons. And it just became such a really safe space for those girls to interact with each other and be able to talk about things that they're going through. And then the benefit, what I saw, because I'm the administrator at the school, is then just folding right into their classes, right into their lessons. And then, what was really cool was that they started to check in on each other without me even prompting them. So they're like, hey, don't you have an algebra test coming up this week? Have you studied? Do you feel good about it? So they started to take ownership of what the whole program is about, which is really starting to just lean in and depend on each other and form that tight bond. So it was just so fabulous to see that happening. And I know that what we're going to change it up in the spring now and get some elementary students started. And I think that's Michaela's age group. So she's going to tell us how exciting that was. But, we want to see how those little ones start to bond together. And then we're going to have that program going from now on in Jefferson. It's just so, so cool.
That's so awesome. We hear a lot of people say, oh, but we have a counselor at the school and we have sports at the school. How do you feel like our program is different than that?
So if you're not a top athlete, then you're not going to try out for a team. And if you're not someone that's really, really struggling, then maybe the counselor's not finding you. So this is for everybody. It kind of equalizes the playing field. Everyone can come in and join, and you don't have to be the top athlete, and you don't have to be anything else to be on the team. And what it does then, it just allows for everyone to feel like, oh, this is my space. This is where I belong. And so that's the coolest part about it is, some of our kiddos are probably going to go on and do sports, but this little space right here wasn't for that. And it just lent itself to becoming more of like just a friendship, a tight-knit friendship in a club.
I agree. And I love that because sometimes they end up being athletes. One of the girls that I ran with for many years, didn't believe in herself enough to believe that she could be that. And so it was so neat to watch her come out of the program and be like, you know what, I'm going to try out for the middle school track team. I'm like, yes, let's do it. Absolutely. So that's a huge reward. That's so exciting to hear. So we're excited to have you back this season. Thank you for being a coach and a rock star for our girls. We're excited to introduce the Girls on the Run program to your site this season.
Awesome. I can't wait.
Yes. All right, Miss Michaela, the graduate. So one thing before I let her take the floor is it's really neat because you can do our program more than once. We have multiple versions of our program. So Michaela can come back. She doesn't have to just do it one time. You get something every time you do it. We have some girls that have gone through our program for 3 years in a row, and it's a different experience. One, because you meet new friends, right? Maybe friends that you wouldn't have connected with before. And then two, you're just reiterating what you learned, but in a different way, and we teach a little differently. So we are super excited to have the rock star of the night here, Michaela. Michaela, tell us what your season was like last year.
I quite loved it because it felt like a very safe space to share my feelings, and I met a lot of new friends. One of my favorite activities we did was Coach Joyful Jackson told us to imagine certain things and what it would be like to be in someone else's shoes, and I really enjoyed that activity.
That is an awesome life skill, isn't it? There's so much in our program that we teach, and I use it even as an adult today, Michaela. I'm like, okay, you can envision and manifest exactly how you want things to be, right? And that's what we teach you. It's all about mindset. And then connecting with your girls, like you said, you meet new people and you can empathize with them and communicate with all different groups of friends. So what was your favorite lesson?
Other than the one where I visioned other people, we wrote problems that we think we had and scribbled them out with marker and put them on a balloon. And then after we finished running, we popped the balloon. And then we were like, that's all your troubles going away.
I love that. That's so much fun. That's one of my favorites too. So tell us a little bit about your 5K. Did you run the whole thing, or what was your goal? Because we do goal setting, right?
My goal was doing it under 30 minutes. And yes, I did run it with my mom.
Yes.
And it was really fun.
That's awesome. So did you put your medal on your shelf at home?
Yes, I have it.
We'll have to get you another one. What grade are you in this year?
I'm in 5th.
Okay, so you're going to come back this season, hopefully?
Yes.
Okay, awesome. Well, I'm sure Joyful Jackson would love to have you. Well, you're a rock star. We're so excited that you were here today to share your experience. What would you say to a girl that's kind of nervous to start the program?
You don't know what's going to happen until you try. And once you get into it, it's really fun and you get to meet a lot of new people.
That's awesome advice. Yes, we all need to do that in life, right? Don't be fearful because you don't know what's on the other side. So that's awesome advice from a wise 5th grader. Awesome. Well, I want to introduce now Joyful Jackson. You've fallen in love with Heather. Heather, to tell you a little backstory, she came in a couple seasons ago as a coach. She was a natural, just like I can tell Courtney is. You just get like it clicks. She's super into it. And then last season, she told me one of her bucket lists was to become a program coordinator. And I was like, what?
No way.
That's an amazing bucket list, and I probably could fix that for you. So we're excited to have Joyful Jackson on now, not only as a coach and inspiring our young girls to be amazing humans, but also a part of our organization. She's behind the scenes and how you get on there and you do race planner and you get all those bins and you get all your program. That's my team behind the scenes. So introducing Heather. Heather, thanks so much for being here today.
Thank you so much, Jennifer, for having me. And my goodness, what an intro. I'm tearing up over here.
Well, awesome. Well, Heather, I want you to share a little bit about why you're so passionate about serving for our organization and coming back every season. Do you learn something new? Why are you so passionate about coming back time after time?
What a beautiful question. Yes, I feel like similar to teaching every season, just like every year, I learn something new about myself and about the girls and the group, and the need changes. There's always a need for this kind of activity and this kind of team building and connection with the self. But especially in the last year, I saw such a need and such a beautiful growth in the girls in our team. and just thinking about the opportunity to have virtual teams and teams in person at sites, and thinking about the ways that the girls can connect together and with themselves in a time where now especially we may not have had that time to be close to our friends and to have that time at the park that we're used to having, and getting to have that team aspect and really growing together. And I'll have to say my biggest passion, and why I always want to come back every season and be a part of anything that I can with Girls on the Run, is really the mindset that we give our girls, that it's not about perfect, it's about bravery and about finding those parts of yourself that you're the most proud of, and that only you can cultivate that light in yourself, and only you can see that, and seeing it on the girls' faces every day at practice, and every time they run their laps and they're so proud of themselves, they're counting their lap counters and they can't believe it, and you're just standing there so proud of them because you knew that it was in them all along. But getting to see that expression and that realization in themselves is the most beautiful thing, and there's not enough time in the day to recreate that. It's such a special thing to get to be part of. So I'm so glad to get to see that, and as a coach and as a coordinator and as a teacher.
That's awesome. So you guys do get to experience impact every day. I mean, you're with our kids more hours sometimes than we are, at home. By the time they get home from everything, you get to spend so many hours. Being a part of our program, how is this different than you being in the classroom? What type of connections are you building? And how do you see this fitting in like an added piece to the success of your students?
Absolutely. I remember 2 seasons ago actually sharing this with my team, because several of the girls on my team were members of my school. They were students at my school, and I said, this team is special. It's different from a class, because we not only are you close with your classmates or close with people at your school, but at Girls on the Run, you're a family, and it goes so much further than textbooks and lessons. You really build friendships. You find the foundation of these friendships, and some of these girls, grades 3 to 5, may not have ever had a special friend before, somebody that they felt like understood them that wasn't their sibling or their parent or their grandparent. And Girls on the Run really creates that environment of that first feeling of true friendship, and somebody sees me sharing my feelings and how what I might struggle with, or what I feel like I'm really confident in, and I never thought I could share that before. Girls on the Run is such a perfect place for that safe environment of really cultivating that foundation of friendship, and that's such a great age for it. So it's very special, and it's a Girls on the Run family. By the end of the season, we all feel like a family. We're cheering each other on. Everyone's crossing the finish line. We're so excited to be part of it together.
It's really neat to see too in our program, parents are like, what are you learning? I have a daughter of my own, and sometimes she doesn't communicate with me like she would with a coach. We're very open and we have conversation, but that's, she opened up because her friends had similar, insecurities or fears or something they wanted to talk about. So as a coach, when I coached, I thought it was so interesting to see kids open up in such a different space than something that might not even say to their mom. Do you guys find that in the program being a coach?
We did definitely in Jefferson. We saw the kiddos just have, after the first or second practice, just really start to feel comfortable with each other, and then able to kind of pull a coach aside. And I was lucky enough to have an assistant coach that was also a teacher at the school, who the kids either felt really comfortable with me or really comfortable with her. And then they would have that time to have that one-on-one chat. And that was such an important part of practice too, is checking in with everyone first and foremost, right when they get there. But then as you're moving through the lesson, and then as you're moving through the movements, being able to have those one-on-one time chats if they had a question or concern. And it just made it really, really special.
It is. And we also give our parents a guide that goes along. You get it weekly to kind of see what your daughter's experiencing. You can talk and say like, hey, tell me about this star power lesson that you did. What does that even mean? Because I'll tell you what, I use that star power lesson all the time. I think we have some questions. So let's see what some questions we have, and maybe you guys can help me answer them. Some comments. Yeah. My daughter ran a 5K a few years ago in New York, and we loved it. Living in Tallahassee now. Awesome, Amy. So now you need to come participate in our program this season. We have lots of options.
Awesome. Welcome.
Yes. New York. Hey, weather's a little different. My daughter will be in the new this year. We're so excited. Awesome. We are so excited to have her. She's going to have lots of friends and coaches that are going to have her back. So thank you. I'm very excited about the program to launch. This program truly changes lives. Thanks for being on the call today. It really, really, truly does. The program is life-changing, not only because of our girls, seeing them, change throughout the program, but I'm telling you the impact that it makes on us coaches, on us staff. We absolutely do what we do because of them. So it's an amazing program. Do you guys want to share anything? I know that this season we're doing things a little bit different. We are hoping that in the fall, we are going to have an amazing season. It's going to be full-fledged. We're going to have a real 5K. But one more season, we feel like we're going to be safe one more season. We're going to do it a little bit different. We will have our school sites, not as many as we normally would, but we're in every school that we can get in. We also will have 2 off-campus sites, which are in the North Side Community Center. If you guys are familiar with that, it's out here on the north side of town off Meridian, which is going to be amazing. So there'll be lots of coaches out there, 2 different options for days of the week, and it would be 1 time a week. And then also we have a virtual team as well. So if your daughter is a digital learner and you still want her to be at home, there's still a way that she can participate and meet new friends and get that social aspect as well as going through the program. So it's a fantastic option for everybody. We have tried to make it where everyone can be involved. And then we'll have our virtual 5K that people can get involved and still see our girls finishing together in their small groups. And then hopefully next year that we'll all be together and we'll be going through the experience of our program at our 5K. Did you guys want to add anything, Heather?
Yes, Jennifer, a perfect segue. I love that you said that. I wanted to add, just like we say, we have done so much to make this program really accommodating for, as many girls as we tried to, with virtual and offsite locations and school locations, but even more, it goes right along with our lessons and what we teach our girls and what we want to teach our children every day, that, resilience and flexibility at the end of the day get us where we want to go. And what better time in our lives and in our girls' lives than to teach them that through these lessons and the flexibility of sites. If they can't meet at an offsite location, then virtual, Coach Joyful Jackson is more than happy to see you on Tuesday evenings, in our virtual team. So absolutely, just it only further reiterates the power of flexibility and the power of believing in ourselves through a time of resilience, that we can anything we put our mind to, we can do it. We can still have a season and we can still rock and roll and run right past that virtual finish line together. So absolutely. We're very excited for the start of this season.
Yes. So excited.
I will add also that the 5K event, even though it wasn't the large event that typically happens, we ended up making it a very special event at our school and invited in the community if they wanted to cheer, obviously social distance, but the girls were just so excited to have either their families there or, someone from the community there that held up a sign that said their name on it and was cheering them across the finish line. Even though it was just our little group that ran, it seemed like the entire community really embraced us. So it can be so special. And I'm really looking forward to the big 5K because I heard it's such a blast.
It is. And we have it all in storage, ready to roll that thing out. Proud in the fall. It's going to be amazing. We revamped it, and then the world, tested us to see if we would stand, and Girls on the Run will always stand, because that's what we teach our girls, is that life actually isn't easy. And I feel like sometimes I'm not a teacher, but that's not always something you have time in the day to teach your kids. You have a lot that you have to cram into. You have all of these subjects that you have to go. Our program, I feel like, cultivates the skills that partner very well with being successful in school and friendships and home and relationships with yourself. And that's really what success comes from, is when you can look from within and look in the morning, and when you look in the mirror and know that anything is possible, you can do it. You have a team of support behind you. And that's what Girls on the Run is, really truly a family, and we do for our girls. So, Michaela, do you want to give us, I feel like we should end today with our thing. Don't you feel like we should do it with our thing? Our energy award? Should we give everyone watching an energy award?
Sure.
Okay, what?
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna let you pick.
I want to peel the banana.
Oh, of course you do. All right, so don't leave me hanging. You cannot let me peel the banana alone. We have to peel the
Team
banana all
effort.
together. All right, Michaela, you're going to start peel banana. Ready?
Okay. Peel banana. Peel banana. Peel banana. Peel banana.
We can eat it.
Eat
Banana.
Eat
Banana.
Eat
Banana.
banana. Eat
Banana.
banana. Go bananas. Go bananas. Go bananas. Go bananas.
Yes.
Woo!
People are probably like, what is this Girls on the Run thing? They're doing silly things. But at the end of the day, we love positivity. We are very bright and colorful because the world needs more bright and colorful, right? And positivity. Oh, I didn't see Stephanie's comment. Did you guys read it? There it is. Feedback from my daughter, former GOTR girl. GOTR is a great way to meet new people and express your feelings. And her daughter's been through our program multiple times. So she puts those medals up in her room and she is so proud. She is truly a GOTR graduate. Anyway, so today has been amazing. Before I go to the giveaway, I want to say that if you have any questions, that's what we're here for. You can always go to our site, www.gotrpanhandle.org. Everything is on there. It's super simple. If you want to register your daughter and it's confusing, that's what our team, the number's on there. Yep. Click register. There's 2 programs. Ours is the spring 2021 program here in the Big Bend, and then all the sites pull up. So it's super easy to register. But of course, if you have any questions, that's what we're here for, and you can contact us and we can get you all signed up. So you can participate in our spring program that starts March. That's a good video. If you want to watch more about our program, go on our website. There's some awesome video and content there. The last week of March is when we start, so there's plenty of time for your girls to participate. You get to go to spring break and then come back ready and pumped to be a part of our program. But before we go, we always do fun things at Girls on the Run.
Yeah.
And today we're going to give away to 2 special girls. Yeah, I'm going to do it. I'm going to say it one time and then you all think fast and you got to go. If you're on our Facebook, you know our Facebook page. You have to message me. I'm going to give you the password. The first 2 people that message me will get a free entry into our program. 2 full free entries for 2 girls, and then $40 worth of gift certificates from Dick's. Wow. So here's the magic word. 2021. Go!
Woo!
So you go to our DM, the first 2 will contact you and get your girls registered for our program at one of our amazing sites with one of our amazing coaches. We are so thankful that we got to share a little bit about our program today. If we seem like we're super fun and you want to come hang out with us,
yes,
we want you. We always have a space for you. There's always a seat at the table for lots of women and lots of girls. So if you want to inspire girls in the community, come be a part of it. If you want your girl to go through this magical program and see how life-changing it is for her, go sign her up because it's something that you will not regret. So again, thank you so much for being here today. Thank you for all of our contributions from our community, our amazing host that makes this look all pretty, because we didn't do that. We are magical in a lot of ways, but we didn't do that. And thank you for all of our board members and our community volunteers that make it possible. And then the rock stars behind the scenes that get to graduate and run across that finish line, it's all for you. So go do amazing things. Michaela, we're so excited that you came to hang out with us today. We can't wait to see you again this season, and it's going to be a magical year, so you don't want to miss it. Thank you, ladies, for coming today. You guys are amazing.
Thank you, Jennifer.
thank you.